Hello, my lovelies. It is Calzer, and I cannot lie, I am super, super excited about this video. Some of you may or may not know I am a Myers main. I have a couple of mains, but my three main ones are Myers, Onryo, and Vecna. So Myers being the main one. And with his upcoming update, Myers is receiving quite a substantial rework. I am very, very excited now because of this for the update. We are just going to ignore everything else that's going on in the update. Anyway, Myers made his first appearance in the DBD fog in October 2016 as the game's second ever DLC chapter. Since then, besides some minor tweaks and add-on changes and stock range, the shape has kind of pretty much just been left to his own devices to stalk the fog until now. With movement speed changes, terror radius adjustments, base kit Mori implementation, and biggest of all, a brand new ability. Could this change the way that we see and play against Myers from now on? Enough chit chat. Time to get into it. We're on the new Walking Dead map. This map rarely comes up. I always see it once in a blue moon. Anyway, so we are on the PTB testing out the new Myers update. So as some of you may be aware or may not be aware, Myers has received a very, very significant rework. Thought that maybe he would just get a buff, but nope, they've just completely decided to rework him altogether. So with the rework, it has come with two main features. So now Myers has got two different modes. He's got stalk mode and he's got pursuer mode. So I'm currently in stalk mode now. Try and get this up here. That's okay, perfect. And then we're going to change to pursuer mode. So you notice now I'm a little bit faster. So with the pursuer mode and the stalk mode, the terror radiuses for both have completely changed. So we give him a love tap here. So there is two different terror radiuses for both modes, essentially. Another update is that before with Myers, when you were stalking a survivor, there would be like a limit on how much the survivor could be stalked. That is no longer the case, so you could stalk a survivor infinitely, essentially. Alright, let's get you up. So we're trying out the new Myers with Coup and All Shaken Thunder. All Shaken Thunder has received a bit of a change in the new update also. Now, the only problem is that there's really nowhere to get All Shaken Thunder on this map, so that may not be ideal. Now, the only other thing as well, which I have just noticed, is that if you have, like, say now, for example, if you're Evil Incarnate 99, and then you move over to Pursuer mode, it will remove a part of that stalk, that Evil Incarnate. So just make sure you're aware of that. So we're going to see if we can try out Evil Incarnate now. So we're now in our stalk mode. So this will give us, so we're going to charge it up. And there you go. So that is Slaughter Strike. So when you're in Slaughter Strike mode, once you've charged up your Evil Incarnate fully, you can then enter Slaughter Strike. It is just an extremely large lunge. Think of it like Chucky, probably would be the best way to explain it. And then you can dash forward and hit a survivor, but if you do connect with the survivor, it insta-downs them. So they're not exposed on their side, but they can be insta-downed, which is quite nice. Oh my lord. You can really tell I'm playing against bots, can't you? So more than likely what we're going to do is we're just testing out the new Myers on bots, and then we're probably going to do a public game afterwards. So let's go back into pursuer mode, just so we can make some distance. And he's already injured, so there's no need to go into Slaughter Strike. Now, I will show you one other thing as well the next time I do go into an Evil Incarnate. We should get him a coup. Nice. Next time I go into Evil Incarnate, you can actually break pallets, which is very, very nice. So if you smack the pallet, just like Blight, when he bumps and when he rushes into a pallet, he actually breaks the pallet, which is very saucy. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about the new update, because like Myers was my homeboy. You know, I do like that, I did like the old Myers, so it's going to take me some time to get used to, but so far it's not terribly too shabby. Alright, we'll see if we can show you the pallet break here. There we go. So you can still move when it, now there's a bit of a cooldown, but you're still moving when it happens, which is nice. Again, very similar to the light. Let's see if we can catch her here. That lunge is crazy. Now, before I recorded this one, I did try one game with Myers in a custom lobby, testing him out with controller. Now, I did find using him on controller, using the slaughter strike, was quite difficult. So, just for console players, just be careful of that. Well, it's either that or I'm just an absolute bot, which could be the case as well. Give him a schmack there. Alright, so we're going to go back into pursuer mode. So we're a little bit quicker now. And then we should catch up to him fairly easily. Yeah, so definitely chopping and changing between the two modes is the way to go. Like, if you're not making distance, get out of stock mode and get on pursuer mode. Especially for like those long walls and, you know, quite tedious loops. Like, there's no point being in stock mode for that because A, you're not going to really get the stock if they're cowering around the corners and things. We'll see now if we can get stock because they're all here. Very nice. Alright, so that noise notification, that, not that one there, but the little chimes that you just heard, that lets you know when your evil incarnate is at 50% charged as well. There will be another chime. We should get it here now. There you go. So that noise notification lets us know that it's ready. Now, a good point to know is that other survivors can hear that. Okay, so we're going to get evil incarnate ready. We see an Arella. And then we're going to dash forward. Ah, damn, I didn't leave it charged up fully enough. Now, there is a bit of a recharge on it, so just be cautious of that. So now it's fully recharged back, and then we can go again. The strike is quite large, so we'll go again. We're going to break the pallet. So we're still moving. Of course, I gave the bot light. I forgot about that entirely. So we'll see now if we can get another slaughter strike in here. So you can kind of mind game it a little bit, which is nice. But at the same time, if you are going to mind game it, it might cut it a bit short. Either that or I'm just very impatient, which could be the case as well. Okay. Guys, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. Anyway. We're going to ignore that I just vaulted the window. Okay. Right, so we are at the 6 hook mark now, so we are fully okay to go ahead and kill somebody. Because along with the new killer and new Myers rework, we have the new slug and tunnel update that has come in also. So the problem is with that is that if you kill somebody before 6 hooks, then you lose all gen regression opportunities. So even if you have gen perks on or anything like that, you lose all that. I could have hit him there, but I do really want to get another evil incarnate up, so let's go ahead and just get this. Oops, daisies. Hang on, let me cook. Still takes a little bit of getting used to. Let's see. Nice, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and kill him. Oh, also, as part of the update as well, the Mori is now base kit in Myers. So I do not have a Mori on. I think I only brought like an offering for chests or something like that. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, just a chest one. So the Mori is now base kit. Also, now if I can get it, let's see, I'll go into pursuer mode. A nice thing is that because of the changes of the add-ons, like Tombstone and Tombstone Piece are no longer a thing. So you can't just like insta-grab someone and Mori them. But now you can do that when the person is on, when the person's on Death Hook, which is quite nice. We're running into a dead zone, my buddy. We love bots. Bots are great. This map has gone very, very foggy. It must be just a thing with all of the withered isles. See, I want to catch up to him to show you the Moray thing, but if he's going to keep vaulting this, then... yeah, he's going to keep vaulting that. Bots love to vault everything. It's great. We'll try and get it again. Oh, he's not on death hook even. Maybe that's why. Duh. Okay, so we'll get you up there. So we're not seeing too much issue with the new slug and tunneling update as of yet, but again, I am in customs, so I think the real test will be when I'm in a public lobby. Alright, we're on 50%. Okay, so let's trigger that. Alright, we can actually do it now. There you go. Oh, we got the... my arm doing weird things again. So that is base kit. That's the tombstone part I was talking about. And it doesn't get rid of your evil incarnate, which is very, very nice. And we still have 4 stacks of coup, but unfortunately we are not able to get any value from All Shaken Thunder, just because this map has no hills, no drop points, no nothing like that. So it is a bit unfortunate. Okay, let's see if we can... okay, we're gonna go back into pursuer mode just so we can speed up trying to find these guys, kind of speed up around the map a little bit, and then we can go back into stalk mode once we find somebody. Oh, we've got David playing the tambourine. That would be V's new perk. So now we can get the whole band back together with all of the performance perks that we have now. Okay, I think he's still around here. Yeah, he is. I can hear him. Alright, Evil Incarnate is ready. Oop, that's not the button that we wanted to... that's not the button that we wanted to click. Again, I'm just still getting used to him, guys, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. I'm getting used to all the tweaks and everything. Alright, we should catch him here. We'll go into Slaughter Strike now. See if we can catch him this way. Oh, unlucky. So there is a fairly big dash on him. And you can maneuver him quite well. But again, on controller, I would be a little bit cautious. Now, I'm not sure if I was just maybe doing it wrong, but I did struggle a little bit yesterday on controller trying to, you know, move him while he was in that Slaughter Strike. But no, overall, like, it's like I'm still a bit indifferent about the changes, because I'm so used to old Myers and I kind of liked how lore accurate the old Myers was. But at the same time, it's like once you kind of get the hang of it, he's not that bad. But yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I was cursing him out of it altogether yesterday because I just couldn't get the hang of him. But now he doesn't seem to be as bad. GG's, had a lot of fun there. So this is the main. I'll just go for a strike here. So this is the lunge. Like, we've made it all the way to the locker from there. That's wild. It's a very long lunge, so you gotta be careful that you're not out in the open when he goes for that swing, or else you're dead essentially. So guys, that was just a quick video on how the new Myers is looking and how he's going to work. I know that he's a bit controversial at the moment. Some people really like the changes, some people absolutely despise the changes and just want old Myers back. There is an option to play old Myers with the Fragrant Tuft of Hair add-on, so that is still an option in the game if you did prefer the essence of old Myers. But personally, I know this is a bit of a hot take, but I actually really like the changes. It's something new, it's something different, but I can also see why people don't like it as well. The old Myers is a bit more lore accurate. You know, he's been the same for years, and now they're completely reworking him to a completely different play style, power style, etc. But what do you guys think?